Hey, Scotch Test Dummies, I'm Scott.
Bart here.
Doing a little series here called Back to the Basics.
I like to say it with more of a back to, like that.
Back to or buck to.
Back to.
It's called Balvenie 12-year DoubleWood. It got a lot of people started into whiskey. It's been a long time since we've done it, and we're going to do it again.
Woo! DoubleWood style, because we're going to test it.
Back to the basic style.
Back to. First of all, I'm going to say Batuu sounds like a planet in the Star Wars universe is what I'm going to say.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah.
You betcha.
Like
Or a
Mando.
species.
It could be.
Alien species.
Yeah.
Back
But I'm thinking Mando might be going to the Batuu system. And you'd be like, yeah, who doesn't want to go to the Batuu? so I'm calling it Batuu.
Okay.
Just, I know you appreciate that. Go ahead. Explain what we're doing rather than the goofiness that I'm doing.
A lot of people, we get into whiskey. We've been doing reviews for 7 years.
7 years.
People, we like higher ABV whiskeys. We like maybe older whiskeys. Maybe we like wine barrel finished whiskeys.
Yeah. Peated whiskeys.
We like special editions. We like single casks. We forget our roots.
Roots.
Per se. You know?
Like the per se.
We do. I mean, a lot of people get in there and a whiskey comes out. It's the core range. It's the entry level. It's 40% ABV or 43% in this case. And, you know, a lot of people, they get away from them. We get away from them.
Sure.
I don't buy them.
Right. Because you'd be like, why are we doing that? We did that 6 years ago.
Yeah.
That's why.
So, included in this series, though, and we'll do a few of these, but we've got Glenlivet 12 on the menu. Mm-hmm. We've got Glenfiddich 12, the Balvenie 12-year. I think we'll do Glenmorangie 10.
Orangey's good. We know how to say it this time.
Huh?
First time we did it, when I said it all wrong. Glenmorangie, you know.
Yeah, I think that's how I said it, too.
I think that's what I'm saying, because we're going back to, now we can say it right.
Back to the basics. Balvenie 12-year DoubleWood, and it's been literally, I'll bet you, we reviewed this 6 years ago. I haven't had it since.
Yeah, because even back then, I liked the 14-year Caribbean cask, but I haven't even had that in probably 3 years.
Mm-hmm. It's longer for me.
Yeah. I mean, it might be that, but I had a friend. You're right. Gosh, it's been a long time. We had the friend, Darren, who that was his favorite, was the 14-year Caribbean. So it's interesting. It's nice to be Batuu.
641.
644. So
I had a very nice citrus, sweet.
Yeah.
Lemongrass.
A little bit of like cream cheesecake.
Honeyed.
Because it's got that tartness that you'll get from like a homemade New York style cheesecake.
So the Balvenie 12-year DoubleWood has been in whiskey oak, as it says, whiskey casks, and then sherry oak. That's what it says. I just noticed like whiskey oak.
Whiskey oak. I like that tree.
Ex-bourbon, is that what they mean? Then sherry oak, further maturation in European oak sherry casks. So
that is interesting.
Really, nose is nice on this one.
I'm going to make a lot of lip smacking. Sorry. Ooh. Well, that's something. Lots of honey. Honeycomb and vanilla. I'm not sure I expected that.
Cinnamons.
A little water.
Malty. More malt than I remember.
Scott took away the plastic bottle from me so don't crinkle.
Now, when I first opened this, there was a sour maltiness to it that reminded me of the Sweet Toast of American Oak Balvenie edition we did.
Really?
And to me, it came through like a young whiskey. It was a sour maltiness. When I first opened this bottle, it was there. It was really present. Not so much now. I mean, there's still a hint of it there, but not as much as it was when I first opened this bottle. When I first opened this bottle and tried it at home the other night, I was like, I don't like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it
surprised
it's like a
me.
hint of dunnage.
Let's see.
It's a hint of dunnage.
It was young whiskey white dog sour malt note.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I get kind of like that more. Dunnage for me is a little bit of like a old wood or a sour wood. I still mostly get these honeys and sweet vanillas.
It's very nice. I like it. Rich.
Sorry, go ahead.
Richer palate. I mean, it's doing a good job of saturating the palate. The sour maltiness that was there when I first popped the bottle is gone. Maybe my palate was just a little sensitive that night. Rich caramels, cinnamons.
Wow.
Looking for some of that sherry influence. I think it's there faintly.
Well, see, I don't get the fruitiness, and I was curious. So under the sherry oak side, they're saying bringing fruity honey depths all over the honey. On the whiskey oak, the bourbon barrel side, vanilla spiciness. So again, I'm getting the vanilla. I'm not sure I'm getting the spiciness.
Little bit of, not like a black pepper spice. I've got cinnamon right up front. I think it's more of those holiday spices type. Little bit of nutmeg. You want to drop of water?
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Nutmeg would be close. Holiday spices would be right.
Yeah.
And then the honey's in the finish. The vanilla is kind of in the middle. Right up front is a little bit of that spiciness.
Did we say 641?
We did, 644.
Okay. I forget things.
Hey, it's always good to say it again.
Probably forgetting something right now.
You can get these on our website. It's called a whiskey hat. Unlike this one.
This was very nice at 43. Neat, it's 43%. It's very nice. Drop of water, a couple drops of water here. Hasn't hurt it. Still getting everything I was before. It's a nice whiskey.
It's good. I like vanillas. I like honeys. So consistently giving you that baseline.
Do we want to score it, even though we've reviewed this in the past?
Yeah, because I have no idea at all what that score was. Where we were at. I don't go back and watch those old shows. So 88. I'm saying it before you write yours in. And it's just, I like vanillas. I like honeys. It's consistent. It doesn't give me a huge wow factor or anything, but that's fine. That's not what you're looking for here. You're looking for an entry-level, solid taster. What'd you do?
88.
Ooh, same.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was waiting for my doodle buddy to get fired up.
And I'm trying to get my score before you because people think I just automatically go 2
points lower.
Yeah, but that's just us, I think.
This is a nice entry-level bottle. I can see why a lot of people begin with this one, why this one gets a lot of people in. And
well,
now,
go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, let's talk price, because this is a pricey entry-level 12-year option. $59 at our store. I saw it across town for $79.
No.
At a big store.
I know the one you're talking about. Nope.
I know. Which I think some of that is the tariffs that kicked in. I don't know that our store had told us with the original round of tariffs, a $55 bottle would become $60, which is what happened here. This one was, $54, $55. Now it's $59. But yeah, it's still worth it. It's worth the $50 range.
Yeah.
70. I'm fine. I'm picking out something else.
Yeah. Yeah, you want something that'll dance a little bit. Now, again, I'm going to keep using, because we have a buddy, Siebes, who was a bourbon guy, only bourbon all the time. He was just bourbon, what kind of bourbon? And I told him, hey, have you tried a Scotch? And he'd said once, and I think it must have been a peated Scotch, and it killed him. So when we did the Solera cask, all right, I gave him a little bottling of that. He was like, I tried this with my sons, and they liked it.
The Glenfiddich, that was the Glenfiddich 15.
The Glenfiddich 15 Solera Reserve. He said, I really, and he'd asked me, can I try something that isn't smoky? Absolutely.
Well, and that's something with this line as well, and going back to the basics. A lot of your core range whiskeys are 40%, 43%, and as is the case with the Glenfiddich 15, which we reviewed as 40%.
It was 40, whiskey. Yeah.
And
it was so fruity.
It's a good whiskey.
Right. It was so fruity, I thought this is the one that he needs to try.
We even had comments come in, though, knocking our scores for it because it's a 40% whiskey.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you
Go
just
back to
look
the
at,
basics.
yeah, look at the Royal Brockla 16.
That one too.
Because that was the one that kind of reawakened me. It did not taste like a 40%. It was phenomenal. Now, don't get me wrong. I like higher ABV whiskeys, me personally. I think they're a little richer. I can play with them with water a little bit more. A 40 feels like, here it is, and if it's good, but you can't really play with it as much. This is good at 43. The Royal Brockla 16 was phenomenal at 40. I just don't feel like I can play with it as much. I like cask strength whiskeys because I'll put the water in and I'll mess it around. But that's I don't want to say it, but that's kind of a higher level thing when you're messing with your water levels and your drops. That's all I'm saying.
Let's wrap it up. I wanted these to be quick. I forgot to tell you ahead of time.
Yeah, you didn't say they got to
I
be
know.
quick. Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
So much dummies.
You can cut all that if you want. You can just cut
But
it.
you're editing it. So.
Oh.